Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Wild Magnolia Tarot. My name is Maddie, and this is your weekly reading for July 12th through 18th. And I pre-selected an archetype card for you guys as a theme or something to meditate upon for your reading and for the week ahead. And for you guys, we have the Warrior. So you may find yourself fighting a battle right now. It could be internal, it could be external. We'll know more when we get more cards on the table. But when it comes to positive action and what the warrior archetype inspires, it is focused, purposeful action. Okay? It can be defending yourself. It could be holding your ground, spiritually even. There could be something going on the spiritual level for you guys, and we'll know more once we pull more cards, but keep that warrior archetype in your mind. It's very important this week. I feel like it's really important. Like this may be a fight for your life in one way or another, and strength and resiliency and perseverance are absolutely crucial to you guys right now, okay? So I'll pull a couple more cards to kind of get better insight into the theme of your reading before we get into the tarot. So next we have the Waxing Gibbous Moon. And this is about cleansing and renewal. Also, kind of like an incoming burst of energy of some kind. So you may not really understand what the source of this incoming energy is, but it's going to give you the strength and the clarity to hold your own in this battle, in this war, whatever it is. You have energetic and probably spiritual assistance and protection as you fight your fight. Okay? Let's see what else we've got for you guys for the theme. We have surrender to the divine. Okay, Cancer. So, whatever's going on for you guys right now, whatever this battle is, as I said before, you have that divine guidance, that divine protection, okay? Spirit is extending a helping hand to you right now in this moment. But there's something that you have to let go of in order for Spirit to come in and provide that assistance to you. Whether it be a habit or a behavior, or an idea, or a desire of some kind, there's something that you must surrender to the divine. And actually, now that I start talking about it, I really do feel that it's ego. And ego comes to me on an intuitive level, but when I take the warrior archetype into account, the ego can be detrimental to the mission. It can blind and distract the warrior from fulfilling his or her purpose long enough to lose the battle. So there's something within yourself, within your own ego, that you have to deal with, that you have to recognize and let go of. Okay? Perhaps you've heard people say, give it to God, give it to God. so that you can tune in and follow that divine guidance and serve your purpose, your true purpose in this situation, these circumstances, this battle that you find yourself in. Okay? Pull one more card for our theme for Cancer, July 12th through July 18th. Dropped a few cards. Let's try this again. I blame my short fingers and Mercury retrograde. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Theme or guidance for Cancer for the week of July 12th through the 18th, please. We have courage. Let's see. Can we focus? No. Okay. So, obviously this fits in perfectly with the rest of the cards that we've come across so far. This is something big. This is something intimidating, scary even. And it's life-changing for you guys. It could be life or death. I don't want to be extremely dramatic, but it could be. And you have to anchor yourself and ground yourself so that you can tune into spirit and so that you can find that stillness and reserve within yourself that will, or that way you can remember that you can win this battle. You are strong, you have the tools necessary, and you are meant to win this. But you have to keep your eyes on the prize. You have to stay focused. You cannot allow whatever the enemy in this case is to sway you or to manipulate you in any way. You can only trust yourself, and you can only trust spirit in this situation. Your intuition, right? Very important. The messages coming into you from spirit right now, they're going to come in the form of intuitive senses, okay? Really sharp deja vu, for example. A feeling in your gut that you need to be hyper vigilant regarding your surroundings or a certain individual. You probably know who it is that I'm talking about at this point. But we'll continue. So for now, we're going to go to the tarot, and then we're going to come back to the oracle cards in a few minutes. So I'm going to pull a card for you guys, a card that represents your energy for this week, or as you are right now, perhaps. And that is the 4-year-old. Be right back. What, baby? Oh, okay, good. Okay, sorry about that, guys. That will happen every once in a while from time to time because I can't stay up all night working all the time, but I really want to do this. I really feel passionate about this. So hopefully you can understand that mom life is 100% all the time forever. Till the day I die, right? Okay, back to the tarot. A card that represents Cancer for the week. All right. We have 2 that came out for you guys. We have the 2 of Cups. So this could be a soulmate connection, some kind of deep spiritual and emotional connection that you have to another person. And it's a 2-way relationship, right? So you both feel the connection. But then the card that came out alongside that is the Nine of Swords. Okay, nightmares, the things that keep you up at night, worries, anxiety. So this is the kind of mindset you're in right now. And so it almost makes me feel like this connection may actually be harmful to you at this time in some way. I'm gonna move my camera. Sorry, guys. There we go. I'm gonna pull more cards, okay, before I really say what's coming to my mind, because I want to be very careful. But I will just say, generally speaking, if you are in an abusive relationship right now, if you are being used or manipulated or mistreated in any way by someone that you love or that you think you love, okay? Just because this connection exists, I suppose doesn't necessarily make it positive. Could be a situation where you and this other individual are just very bad together and you bring out the worst in each other. It could also be just an entirely toxic relationship. But whatever it is causing you great stress. And because we have the Warrior card, the Courage card, surrender to the divine, renewing energy, right? The universe is sending you messages left and right that you need to get out. You have got to get out. This isn't good. And depending on your circumstances, and again, not to be dramatic, but this could become life or death. And you have to be strong, and you have to love yourself and acknowledge that you are worth more and that you deserve happiness and security. And you have to fight for it. Because unfortunately, not many people are going to fight for it for you on your behalf without your own effort, your own input, okay? But I'll stop there before I draw any more conclusions. And we're going to see what you're leaving behind you from last week or the past. Whatever you are moving into next week that you're not taking with you, if that makes sense. What do we have? What is Cancer leaving behind this week? Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles. Jeez, there we go. The Page of Pentacles is what you are leaving behind, which indicates to me, that that I should clarify. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. So you're leaving behind some kind of offer. You're rejecting an offer made to you that was not honest. It was not coming from a sincere place. Wherever this is coming from, or whoever this is coming from, you have discerned that their influence and their motives are negative at best, malicious, potentially malicious. And so you deep down, you know now that you have to move away from that. You can no longer indulge or continue to accept whatever this offer is that's coming into you, whatever this message is that's being delivered to you. Probably by whoever this situation revolves around. Let's see what is going to be ahead of you for this week. What is ahead of Cancer this week? July 12th through 18th. All right, so first we have the Hierophant. Okay, and two came out at the same time. Oh, I dropped it. That is the Four of Wands. So this is very positive as far as what's coming in for you in the future, in the next week or so. There's something, you know, there's a lesson to be learned here, and it's starting to click in your brain. You're starting to understand more. You may receive guidance from a teacher or a mentor, somebody that you look up to, who holds a lot of wisdom. And it could be like somebody from in a church or some kind of spiritual guidance. It could just be somebody who is very wise that you respect and look up to. But I feel that is going to be part of the assistance that the universe is offering you in order to get you out of this very toxic situation. Potentially dangerous situation. I feel like I need to make that point. Okay, because we have the Warrior and Courage. And this incoming burst of power, like this may be your final battle in this war. That you have to win so that you can survive and escape and be free. Okay? And you have a lot of help at your disposal. And I don't know what she's saying out there. So, she's 4, you know. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so now I'm going to draw a card to see what is in your subconscious right now that is affecting you. So this could be a message that your subconscious is trying to send to you to make you aware of, or it is something in your subconscious that is holding you back, that you need to acknowledge, acknowledge and process and release. Okay, so let's see what we got going on in the subconscious for Cancer, July 12th through the 18th. In the subconscious, we have the Six of Pentacles. So this, to me, in that subconscious position, right, because sometimes the themes of charity or assistance, usually when it has to do with money, are the general, like, meanings of this card, but also it goes both ways. The energy of a reciprocal exchange, an equal exchange of resources. And to me, when it comes to the Pentacles, I do also consider energy a resource. And that takes us right back to that waxing gibbous moon, where strong positive energy is coming in to help you be successful and to help you better your situation and get to safer, better circumstances. And it's okay to accept that. I get the feeling you may not want to accept help. And I say that because of, going back to this card up here, surrender to the divine. You may, right back to that ego. You don't want to ask for help. Maybe you don't want to admit that you're wrong, or you don't want to admit that the situation has become out of hand and out of your control. And that you need help. But there's nothing wrong with needing help. And your subconscious is trying to push you towards accepting that help, asking for help, accepting the help, and then growing and becoming successful from that help. It's okay, sometimes you just need to be saved. You need someone to help you save yourself. And just because you may have made some poor decisions, or perhaps this is a problem that you've ignored and denied, and so it has grown so big that instead of being a conflict or an argument, it is a full-out war. And maybe you blame yourself for that. Maybe you feel stupid. Maybe you feel weak, but you're not, okay? This is whoever you're at war with, whatever the situation is, your enemy is a very formidable adversary. Very good, very manipulative, very calculated. And I just keep getting the word malicious in my head. Okay? This very well could compromise, this situation could very well compromise your safety. And you need to keep that in the forefront of your mind. Because you're not just fighting for, better circumstances. You're fighting for your life. I really feel that way. You are fighting for your life. Okay? So I'm going to pull another card now that will signify for us information or messages or energy that's coming in from a higher source, specifically spirit or God, if you want to call it God, your spirit guides, your higher self. Okay. What higher guidance do we have coming in for Cancer for this week? Ooh, sorry. Okay. 3 came out, and I'm keeping them all because I think I get what they're trying to say. First came Justice. And then the Devil. Followed by the 6 of Wands. Okay? Victory. For you. You have everything you need to win this. Okay? Justice implies that there is going to be something that happens that is going to balance the scales in your situation. Justice will be served. The person doing wrong in this situation, that the malicious actor in this reading, is going to be held accountable for their actions. And the Devil card to me in this represents perhaps whatever it is that this person holds over you to keep you captive in their sick bubble. Okay? Whether it be a bad habit or an addiction or a victim mentality.
Turn these off.
Whatever it may be, the devil is whatever we use to hurt ourselves, whatever we use to sabotage our own progress.
Did you turn them off?
Yes, ma'am, I did. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, the devil also, I will say, I don't believe that the devil card is representing the individual that you're dealing with, while it could be. I think that the devil is more related to internal drives that exist within every human being. Okay, like overindulgence or some lie that you tell yourself to hold yourself back. Okay, and to keep yourself in this negative situation because in your mind, even though this is bad, an unknown, unpredictable future is even worse. But I think that a future may not even be possible if you don't leave this situation. I feel very seriously about this. I have a feeling, like, in my chest, in my stomach. Like, I almost want to cry for you. And I won't. Because you're strong and you have everything you need to get through this. You have been victimized. You have been probably outright abused. But you're not weak. And you're not a victim. Not anymore. Because Spirit has stepped in to reveal to you your strengths. And to give you the power, the energy, the confidence to fight for yourself, to fight for better, and to save yourself. Okay? So while I use the word victim, you are not a victim. I mean, you have been in the past. But from this moment forward, you are the warrior. Embrace that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clarify all these cards we already have on the table with a different tarot deck. See if we get any repeaters. And we'll start with those two middle cards, the Nine of Swords and the Two of Cups. So this is you, your situation, your energy right now. You get a clarifier for the Two of Cups and the Nine of Swords, please. It's a card to tie them both together. Ooh. So we have the Six of Coins again, right? And it actually comes out right above the Six of Pentacles here. Okay. Yeah. Help is available to you. Now. Right now. There is a way out. There is somebody, a human being on this planet that is ready to help you save your own life. Okay? You have got to let go of your ego. You have to accept this help. I mean, obviously no one can force you. But we're talking about your life here. Whatever that may mean to you. Okay. So now I'm going to clarify what you're leaving behind in your past. And I have the Nine of Cups, which is usually or often referred to as the Wish card. But because it's in the past position and it comes out on top of that Queen of Swords, I think that you've learned that perhaps what you wanted, you thought maybe you were getting everything that you wanted, or that perhaps that you deserve this, whatever's going on with you right now. But what the Queen of Swords is coming in and revealing to you, what she's showing you, is that what you thought you wanted is not what you actually need. It's not good for you, and it's hurting you. And you're clinging to this and you're telling yourself this is what I always wanted, but it's not. It's not. Maybe you're clinging to this idea of I'm fine, I'm happy, everything's okay. And it's not. And so the Queen of Swords is not allowing you to live in that delusion anymore. It's not allowing you to live in denial. Okay, you're leaving that behind, and you're finally admitting to yourself that you're not okay and that you need help. And as soon as you admit to yourself that I am not okay and this is not okay and I need help, then you will find that help is there waiting for you. Spiritually and physically, in the form of people, a support system, your family. You're not alone. You're the warrior, but when in this battle, you're not the only warrior. Lean on your support system. Okay, so now we'll clarify what is ahead of you guys. What is ahead of Cancer? clarifying the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Okay, we have the Six of Cups. So this is, sometimes it's memories and nostalgia, or an emphasis on your relationships, the positive relationships that actually encourage and nourish you. So once you get out of this situation, you accept that help and you free yourself. Not only will you be much wiser for it, I doubt you'll find yourself in this situation ever again, but you will find, that your family and your friends and your loved ones are just waiting to be able to pull you out, to help you pull yourself out, and then they're going to celebrate that. Perhaps you're afraid that because you've lived in this for so long. And also I want to say that with this help being readily available to you, and with your support system, waiting to help you and for you to accept that means that they do see exactly what's going on with you. Okay? And I think that maybe you're afraid that they are disappointed in you or ashamed of you, or maybe you're just ashamed of yourself and you're projecting that onto them. But I think what you'll find is that they'll just be happy that you're safe and happy that you're healing, and you coming home will be celebrated. You are supported, but you have to allow that in. Okay, so now we'll clarify what is going on with the Six of Pentacles in your subconscious. What's going on with the Six of Pentacles in subconscious? Cancer, July 12th through the 18th. So we have the Three of Wands. Okay. So you actually may have been thinking about this, maybe deep in the back of your mind. You're not bringing it to the forefront of your focus, but deep down inside, you've been thinking about this, and you're making a plan. Okay? You're making a plan, and you need to draw that courage from the energy around you, straight from spirit, with the assistance and the support of the people around who love you and want to help you. That is how you're going to be able to fully implement and execute this plan to save yourself. But in order for the plan to work, again, going right back to that, you have to you have to accept the help being offered to you. I think in this situation, which I gather is a relationship of some kind, you've given so much of yourself away that you're drained and you feel empty and exhausted. So the Six of Pentacles comes in and it balances out that exchange of energy. It is going to replace within you what you have lost, what you have given up, what has been taken from you. And that burst of energy is going to give you the clarity and the focus and the purpose for moving forward and saving yourself, getting out of this. So now we will go ahead and we will clarify the messages from higher sources. Okay, what is above you? Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. And to me, this specifically means save yourself. Cut and run. Take what you can and get the hell out of there. You're not selfish for leaving. Okay? You're saving your life. A lot of people see the Seven of Swords as representing a liar or selfishness, which it can in its negative aspect. But it's kind of like the the archetype of the fox. Okay? The fox is always a sneaky character. He's a thief, right? But the thing is that he's stealing to eat. He's stealing to survive. He is sneaky to avoid predators and to catch his food and continue to live. All right? And that's nature. That's natural. It's that survival instinct. It's in all of us. And for you, you need to embrace that. Perhaps this individual in this relationship has you convinced that anything you do for yourself makes you selfish, makes you ugly, makes you a bad person. And they're lying to you to keep you trapped. And it's a very serious situation. And you need to know, Spirit needs you to understand that it is perfectly okay to love yourself, to do for yourself, and to save your own skin. That is what this situation calls for. Excuse me. I'm almost done. Sorry about that, guys. I will try to remember to cut those bits out, but you know, I'll stop for a second because it's not lost on me that, you know, usually when my daughter interrupts my readings, it's very loud, excitable, and chaotic. But every time that she's come in here while I'm doing this reading, it is very sweet and gentle. And not that she's not a sweet kid, but you know, she's 4. And perhaps what's keeping you trapped in this situation has something to do with like your childhood. Something that happened in your childhood, some kind of trauma or some kind of abuse even, that has, you know, convinced you up to a point that what you've been living with now is normal, that it's okay, that it's not as bad as it is. And so as you draw in the courage, right, to get out of this is also going to be very healing for your inner child, okay? And this is going to help you overcome the effects of that abuse from your childhood or trauma or whatever it may be. You may feel like a child still. When dealing with this situation, perhaps the reason why you've been in denial for so long is that when you acknowledge it and you look at the monster head on, it reduces you back to that moment in your childhood when your innocence was taken away from you. And that is very difficult. And that it brings up a lot of fear and panic and anxiety. And so your immediate instinct is to avoid, escape, evade. Okay, and that brings us back up here to this devil energy, this behavior, this bad habit, and it could be a substance or alcohol. It could be internet addiction. It really could be anything, whatever you use to escape. That only offers so much comfort. It can only save you for so long. So I'm going to pull a few oracle cards and then we'll call it a day. Start with Flowers from the Dead Oracle. And this could be an incoming energy that will be helpful to you now. Or something within yourself to embrace. Let's see, what do we have? First, we have the Deer, gentle and kindness. This is how you deserve to be treated. And this is how you should treat yourself. So think about that. Are you being treated with gentle kindness? Okay. Protection and boundaries came out. The armadillo. So this is, to me, 1, confirming that you're protected by spirit, as long as you accept that protection. And 2, that you need to set boundaries in your relationships, not just this one, but in all relationships. Okay, you have to recognize what you're worth, which is a whole hell of a lot. It's an unmeasurable amount. You are worth so much more than what is being given to you at this point in time, what you're allowing to control you and your life. And you have to learn how to set boundaries that protect you in any situation that could arise that's similar to this one. The next card that came out was forgiveness and sacrifice. Okay? Right back to that surrender. Forgiving yourself and sacrificing your ego so that God can help you and pull you out of this mess. Okay, next I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Learning to Witch deck. It's very beautiful. If you're ever interested in what decks I use in my readings, please leave a comment and I will add that into, like, I'll pin it in a comment or I'll put it in the description or something. Okay, what do we have for Cancer? What can help Cancer in this process right now, please? Or what advice might you have? Okay, so this is a crystal card. Danburite. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Release anxiety and promote inner sense of joy. So this could literally be a crystal that you might want to look for and acquire to meditate with. But we also have yellow, right? And yellow is the color of the solar plexus chakra. And the solar plexus chakra, that's kind of like, it's where your courage lives. I think. I'm pretty sure that has a lot to do with your sense of self and your confidence. Okay. Be confident in yourself, be confident in your worth, be confident in your abilities, because you can do it all. You can overcome this and then some. Okay. What else do we have for Cancer? We have Amethyst. Says spiritual guidance, soothe self. Spiritual guidance, soothe self. I'll just pull a couple more. Challenge. Difficult decision ahead. Gain control decisively. Okay, this relates to pretty much everything I've talked about in this reading. But you have the courage, you have the power, you have the knowledge and the discernment to make this decision and do what's best for you, to better your life and to get yourself out of this situation. This is the divine inner, or no. This is the Earth Power Oracle, and this is some kind of earth energy from a place on this planet that has special meaning. And this is something that you can tap into to help strengthen yourself and to help boost your confidence and to help you in this fight, basically. 2 came out for you. We'll take them both. I mispronounce these regularly, by the way. I apologize in advance. I'm learning. First we have Svalbard. Okay? And it says, both darkness and light are necessary. There is light even in the darkest of nights. I accept that I am part of the cycle of nature. I open myself to new wonders every day. So don't lose hope. Even for you. Even as bad as things may be now, there is that metaphorical light at the end of the tunnel. And I think that you can see it. And as your confidence grows, the light comes closer and it's within your reach. Then the last card for you guys for today is Glastonbury Tor. It says, magic flows through my life. I will heal. I have power and it is real. Spiritual power takes time to develop, and I find the right teachers when I am ready. Okay, and this may be referencing that Hierophant card, right? Somebody who offers you spiritual guidance, who can help you in this situation, that can help you get out, but you have to be ready to accept it. And you have to allow them in, and you have to be willing to receive their wisdom, even if it contradicts what you believe to be true and what you think is right, okay? So that's what I've got for you guys, Cancer, for this week. Hang in there. You're worth it. You're worth happiness and joy. You're worth not being abused, not being used, okay? And you have the power to end this cycle. And I suggest that you really think about it. And I hope that you're able to get out of this alive and well and healed from all that past trauma, those past hurts, okay? Please take care. Stay safe. And I'll talk to you guys next week.